Yo, the best cover yet. Hands down. Hands down. That's the best cover yet. Yo, that's the best cover yet, son.
Word.
Yes. I love that cover. I absolutely love it. Hey, before we even do anything, I set up the Patreon, yo. I got both videos on there and I downloaded 8 songs. And I set up 2 packages. Yo, you like to hear it? Here we go.
When did you fall in love with hip hop? I have loved you from the first time I laid eyes on you. And I love you still.
What's up, world? Guess who's back? Y'all should know by now. They should. Do you agree? Anyway, I am your host of the famous, world-renowned show, Electric Relaxation, with the hardest working, the absolute hardest working man in show business. The man, legend, the myth, Hendo. Ladies and gentlemen, what's up, bro?
Shut like a villain.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir. Yo, I love the background, bro.
You know, I had to throw a little something out there for ODB. May he rest in peace.
Facts.
He would be shining in this culture and the way that things are today with expression and everything that's going on. He would be, even though he was a star, he would be a superstar right now.
I concur. Shout outs to ODB. Shout outs to Woo. Man, I can't wait for that new season, man. It's coming.
Thanks. When is it coming?
I think another month or so.
Okay.
I want to say March. I really do.
That's cool. I mean, we waited this long.
Yeah. Man, how about the young dude that do ODB?
Man, I thought that was his son.
How about that?
I thought that was
How about that? Spooky, man. Spooky. You know what I mean? I think Dave East looks like Meth too.
He do.
Yeah. But anyway, we gotta pay the bills. So I want to talk about our sponsor today.
We got a sponsor?
Yes, we do.
That's what's up.
Man, my man Dame Amaj Beats. You know, he's been on an episode. You know, so y'all familiar with him. Y'all should be familiar with him. Because you hear his music on this platform and Hendo's platform. So shout out to Dame. You got milk? No, we got beats. So check out my man Dame, Amaj Beats, on airbit.com/Amaj Beats. airbit.com.
Amaj, you making me crazy with this sound.
Speaking of which, so you like that? Check him out, man. Check him out. Hendo can contest. Man, he's there. He got it. Man, podcast, content creator, rapper. I digress. Nice song, by the way. You like my cover?
Yeah, you cover. Yeah, I like you. Listen, I like that you finally went outside and didn't just do some straight laced Times New Roman font from Baltimore to Atlanta.
Yes.
You know the way you got it now, you look like an album cover.
How about that? I should have did that. but I am on the album cover. Speaking of which, Baltimore to ATL is out now on all platforms. For those that don't know what that is, man, check out our episode. We discussed it. We talked about it. We broke down the EP.
Wasn't it the last
Speaking of
episode?
last
It
episode.
was the last episode.
Yeah. Episode 10. Episode 10. Check it out. Check it out, man. We talked all about it. But yeah, so with that out the way, man, I want to revisit Hendo. I want to revisit the What If series.
Okay.
You know, the last one we did was super dope. If y'all haven't checked that out, check it out, man. We talked about the bro 50 Cent. You know, we really went in. But for those that don't know what the What If series is, it's just us, you know, just having a conversation saying, hey, what if, you know, certain things happen? Would that have changed other things? So I want to start this What If series with The Rock. So my question to you, Hendo, is what if Damon Dash and the legendary, the great God MC himself, Hove, did not hook up? What if?
Ooh, that's a rough. Listen. I think the ones that we are discussing tonight, especially this one, would dramatically change the landscape of hip hop as we know it today. If Dame and Jay hadn't hooked up, Jay may still be on the streets or in jail or not with us anymore.
Facts.
You know what I mean? Because nobody was really checking for Jay like that. You know, Big Daddy and them let him open up for them. But back then, he wasn't the Jay that we know. He was that rickety rah, da 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 da.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? He used to rap like that. A lot of people don't know that. You know what I mean? He was on that Foo Snickers type stuff.
Yes.
And I don't think a lot of record labels was checking for it. So if he and Dame hadn't linked up and Dame used his connects and his money, we wouldn't have Rock Nation.
Right.
We wouldn't have Rock Aware.
Facts.
No State Property.
I concur.
No Jay-Z, Beyonce, billionaire power couple.
This is true.
So yeah, the landscape would change dramatically.
You know somebody you forgot, and I'm low-key mad because it's your favorite person in the world.
Memphis Bleak. God damn. You're right. What would be going on with Memphis Bleak, man?
Man, I'm talking about Kanye, man. If it wasn't for that, if it wasn't for those guys connected, man, well, we have Yeezy sneakers, which Hendo loves so much. He loves them sneakers. He loves Kanye. Would that have happened? You know what I mean?
Listen. Listen. This is not factually correct, what you're stating. But I will, you know, I'm not a fan of Kanye, but I am man enough to say Kanye's a talented dude. Aside from all the antics outside of music, he's a talented dude. Would he be on the level he is now? I'm not sure, but he was already popular making beats out of an apartment. You know what I mean? He had dudes coming down to the projects to get beats from him. So I'm pretty sure that after time, once he built his money up and his clientele up, he'd have got an opportunity to rap, even though people weren't taking him seriously. But I think Kanye would still be probably a megastar, but maybe just not to the level where we would have Yeezys or we would have whatever else homeless clothing he's selling.
Oh man, you said that with a straight face. That is a joke, world.
No, it's not. Yeah. First of all, you know me. I'm not fashion. I'm not into all that stuff. There's certain things I see, I'm like, all right, cool. But then one day I saw an ad, and the dude looked like he found a sweater in a dumpster, and they was like, yeah, for the new Kanye line, and I'm like, huh? What? Did he just go down to the food shelter and pick people up and say, Lord, yes, come with me. We're gonna take some pictures.
Here he go. Oh my goodness.
Am I? No. Now listen. All objectivity aside, can you not say some of his clothes look like he just took some homeless people and said, "I'm inspired"?
Well, I'll say this. I like the sneakers. I like the sneakers.
It's not answering my question.
Oh yeah. Speaking of which,
It didn't answer
man.
my
Oh
question. Didn't answer my
yeah.
question. Didn't
Yeah.
answer my question. You
Didn't
did
it
not
rain
answer.
today?
It hailed as well, but you
It
didn't answer my
did.
question.
Yeah. Yeah.
Oh, okay. So by not answering it, you really answered my question.
Uh-oh.
That took
But
no creativity whatsoever. And everybody, oh my God, oh Lord, clothes missing material. I love it. I love it. How can I pay more for less articles of clothing? God, he is a genius.
Oh Lord. Well, I will say this. I tell you what I do agree with. I agree with everything else you said.
He's an idiot.
Uh-oh. No, I'm talking about, with Dame and Jay and what all happened. Now, like you said, these guys are genius and hustlers all on their own. So don't get this misconstrued. We ain't saying if, one didn't see the other or whatever, things wouldn't have happened. It just would have been different. It would have been different. That's pretty much all we're saying. Man, paid in full. Might not have had that movie. You know what I mean?
No, Cameron. Oh no.
Yeah. Tell
What a
you,
shame.
man.
What a
I
shame.
love Cam in that movie.
People
You
die
tough,
every day,
right?
dude.
Yeah. Speaking of which, talked about that on a previous episode. Man, y'all gotta check these episodes out. Please like, share, subscribe, comment, etc., etc. Blase, blase. Please, only take a moment. Thumbs up. All thumbs up. No thumbs down. Please and thank you. Anyway, man, let me see who else we could talk about. How about this? What if Big and Puff never connected? How would have things played out then?
You know that one's listen. I don't think highly of Puff on many levels, but I give him props. He gave us Big.
Mm-hmm.
He gave us Big for that brief period in time. He helped introduce the world to the greatest rapper of all times.
I will agree with you.
For his impact on the game. I think if they never met or they never crossed paths, we would have a total paradigm shift in the hip hop landscape. First and foremost, Puffy's star would have burned out a lot sooner. You know what I mean? Because that shiny, glittery, that stuff he was doing, it had a shelf life.
Mm-hmm.
And like we discussed earlier, more important, if we didn't have Big, we don't have Little Kim.
Right.
And if we don't have Little Kim, we don't have Foxy.
Facts.
We may not have Megan Thee Stallion because Little Kim made it okay for women to be themselves in hip hop.
Yeah.
They didn't have to follow a blueprint. They didn't have to, be demure. They didn't have to, kind of play the background. Even though Latifah was tough, she stood her ground. You know what I mean? She held her own. But for the most part, women played the background. And they weren't to the forefront. But Lil Kim was like, yo, I don't care what you say. I don't care what you think. I'm going to be unapologetically me. And she put them rhymes out there. So like I told you earlier, also, we wouldn't have Quiet Storm remix. You know what I mean? It's just so it's so many layers to if Big wasn't around. Like just his influence on the game, his influence for other rappers. I think Big, and I could be wrong about this. This is my opinion. I think Big made it okay for other rappers to get on a record and try to use other people's style. Because when he hit that Bone Thugs and Harmony on Notorious Thugs, killed it.
Right. I agree. Hasn't been done before. I guess the closest person, maybe, a Twister. Other than that, East Coast dudes wasn't doing that at all. At all, man. When I first heard that, man, it blew my mind. I could only imagine what he would have done if he was still here.
Right.
You know what I mean? And pedaling back the Little Kim, you know, they had Junior Mafia. She was the leader of that crew.
Yep.
She was the go-to, and them bars was serious. I mean, when she spit them bars, you believed it. You know what I mean? It's dudes that rap and spit that type of rhyme, and you don't believe them.
You know, they try to say Big wrote her rhymes, but even after he passed, she still had some bars. You know what I mean?
Facts.
She had some joints. So unless she got somebody ghostwriting for her, I believe a lot of the stuff she wrote herself. It's just that I just think that when Big was here, he just gave her little tips. Nah, don't say it like that. Say it like this.
Yeah.
You might want to incorporate some, you know what I'm saying? So you can have people can have influence in their rhymes without having somebody write them. You know, not everybody can be Drake and pay people to write all your hits.
Oh Lord, here you go. I fell right into that. I'm saying right. I'm saying yeah. You know what?
Yeah, you did. Mason Bethel.
You know, Big saw the potential in Mace. You know what I mean? Plugged him on. That's one of the last things he did. You know what I mean? Had Puffy rhyming. Puffy might not have rapped if it wasn't for Big. You know what I mean?
We just say the world that hard.
Oh Lord, here we go. Here we go. And man, one of my favorite Jay-Z Biggie records wouldn't have happened. You know what I mean? So shout out to Big, man. Rest in peace to Big, man. He meant a lot to the culture. A lot to the culture. And putting people on, man. He exemplified that, man. Put his crew on. I don't know if all of them were rappers. But man, just to do that, you know what I mean?
They were kids in the neighborhood. And he just wanted to get them off the street.
And how dope is that? How dope is that? You know what I mean? So let me see. Feel like, oh, you know what? NWA. I know we talked about them before. Previous episodes. Check them episodes out, man. We talk about NWA. We talk about Doc Dre. Revisit some of our episodes. But Ice Cube leaving NWA. What if, bro, he didn't leave NWA?
Phew. If Cube doesn't leave NWA, they probably would stick together and something we didn't talk about. So they probably would have stayed together. And one thing we didn't discuss earlier was Dre branching off and us getting Dre beats and Dre discovering Eminem.
Right.
It's all feasible. It's all possible to happen. But if they stayed together as a group, they wouldn't have as much time for solo ventures. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's another less black billionaire in the world.
How about that? Yeah. Yeah.
I'm sorry, go ahead.
Yeah, because we know how focused Dre is, man. He laser focused. So yeah, his focus probably would have been NWA. And he probably wouldn't have had the time to put the attention on anybody outside of them. You know, I know at one point those guys was trying to do solo stuff. I don't know if that happened after the Ice Cube scenario or what, but maybe they would have did solo projects. You know, I know Eazy-E had his solo joint. So,
well, Eazy-E solo joint was a little bit. It wasn't like, you know how you're in a group. You've been in a group, so you know how you're in a group, and sometimes you want to branch off and do something different from your crew. Like your style may be a little bit different than everybody else's, and you just want to have your voice out there solo.
Right.
The difference with Eazy-E wasn't a part of NWA. Theoretically, he was just the boss. So his stuff was he was technically a solo artist. It's just that, you know, through, if you watch the movie and everything else, you just see he was just put in the booth, because to me, technically, they could have had Cube or somebody else do that verse.
Yeah.
But they you paying the money, you fronting the money for all this, just go in there and kick it.
Right. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So if they wouldn't have broke up, Q wouldn't have went to New York
Hmm.
and started dealing with them dudes. We wouldn't have a lynch. We wouldn't have a lynch mob.
Right.
We
Right.
might not have Today Is a Good Day, Jacking for
Mm.
Beats. Oh, something else I forgot to mention. With that solo hiatus and him having time on his hands to write, we wouldn't have Friday, and we might not
Ah.
have Q Vision.
Hmm. Hmm.
You know what I'm saying? Because sometimes like I said before, when you're in a group and your focus is mainly on a group, you know what I'm saying? You have to kind of split your time. All right,
Right.
I need to do group things, and like, because Q would have to write for, because he wrote for the group
Right.
essentially.
Right. Yeah.
So he
Yeah.
would have to write for the group and then try to pen for his own solo projects or things that he had planned in the future. So things might not have gone the way that we see him, or if even if he did do Today Is a Good Day, what if it had been an NWA track? And
Mm.
they switched it up on different people. It may not have hit
Right.
the same coming from all of them. And it would have
Right.
been on a Dre beat. So we might not even use the beat that they had, which actually to me made
Mm.
the song iconic. So
I agree.
it's so many threads to these what ifs if certain little things didn't happen in hip hop, little petty beefs, or just us cheating ourselves
Mm.
or our own people, should I say.
Hmm. Yeah. 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 So, man, I agree with that, man. I mean, I think the stars lined up in all of these scenarios. You know what I mean?
Mm-hmm.
You know it's crazy in life, right? We all know somebody from the neighborhood, man. Nice at sports, nice at rapping. You get what I'm saying? But they never had the stars never lined up. You know what I mean? We could have lived next to we could have lived somewhere close by the next Michael Jordan. You
Mm-hmm.
know what I mean? We could have, you know, we could have lived close to the next Eminem, the next Jay-Z. We could have, but because those stars didn't line up, man. So maybe all of the things that happened were just destined,
Right.
you know, because I couldn't picture it any other way. I couldn't, you know? Yeah, so.
Well, I hope I didn't live next to the next Eminem or Jay-Z. I hope I didn't. I hope he didn't live nowhere near Baltimore.
How about that?
Because as you know, as a town, crabs in a barrel mentality. We do not, for the most part, help our own, promote our own. You know what I'm saying? It's been some nice people to come out of Baltimore,
Yes.
but they never got pushed like that.
Mm-hmm.
And we've had this conversation before. Like me and you doing some stuff, and I know you hot,
Mm-hmm.
and I know you better than me. I'm gonna help push you out there
Mm-hmm.
because for one, you gonna put a spotlight on the area,
Right.
and in turn, that may bring me up. But I'm
Mm-hmm.
so scared that you're gonna get your shine before I get my shine.
Mm-hmm.
I'm gonna try to hold you down, and we always gonna butt heads. You know, it's just always been, and it's not even just musically here. It's
Mm-hmm.
just everybody is in a competition to get out,
Yeah. Yeah.
and
Yeah.
don't realize that the more people that get out, the more opportunities you give to bring people to the area to search for that. Because that's what
Mm-hmm.
happens. That's what happens in Florida, New Orleans,
Facts.
Texas,
Yep.
California, when
Yep.
especially with the athletes.
Mm-hmm.
Once they find a city or a hotbed for certain types of people, they keep going back looking for more. Like, oh snap, he's a freak of
Right.
nature. Like he's something
Right.
special. So they keep traveling back to that area looking for it. They can't do that with us because we too busy tearing each other down.
Mm-hmm. And you know, we talk a shout out to people, man. We got such a rich culture. We got so much to give the world. You know what I mean? The 12 o'clock boys. If y'all ain't see that documentary, man, check
Don't
it out.
don't
It
tell.
it it
It's a
it
it's a good story, but it wasn't a good movie.
well, yeah, yeah,
Don't
yeah.
I'm gonna say this honestly. Don't check it out. You're gonna be mad at us in the comments, like, yo, why you make me wait? I can't get the time back.
Well, maybe they should, because we need the comments. So go see it. And in the comments, let us know which one was right. Me or Hendo. But
I'm always
yeah,
right.
but I agree, man. I mean, yo, I never told this story. But you know, I was down bad years ago when I first was doing the music. So I had to get a part-time job. So I worked at DTLR for a second.
Mm-hmm.
Shout out to DTLR. So I'm there, whatever, working. So my main job, I worked the night shift. That's where I met Byron. Byron, man, you know what? We're going to have to put him on a milk cart. Anybody out there know the boy Byron, man, tell him to holler at us. Tell him to holler at us. But anyway, I digress. So I'm working the morning shift. I opened the store up, right? In comes this guy, man, with this blonde hair. And I'm looking at him like, this dude look familiar. Come to find out it was Cisco. I don't know. I don't know if I ever told you this story. So I got the CDs or whatever that we did.
Right.
This is how long ago it was, America. So I had some CDs in the car. So I told the manager, like, look, you know what I'm doing? I'm gonna run to the car real quick. I'm gonna slide it to him. So I slid him the CD, man. I feel like he did me like my man on the movie. You know what I'm saying? Hustle and Flow. How Terrence Howard got done by Luda. You know what I mean? But that's a perfect example. And on that project, it wasn't just me. You know, it was a lot of good talent on that project. You know what I mean? So he could have, okay, wasn't checking for me. You could have checked for one of the other brothers. You could have checked for the people that did the production. You know. So you know, I ain't on a smear campaign with him. It is what it is, because everything happened for a reason.
You want a smear campaign? Because I can tell you the story time about when Alice went to his house to fix his internet.
What happened with that?
You don't want me to tell that story.
Okay. Okay. All right. Well, you know, speaking of which, maybe we can save that story for when I start my Patreon page. It's coming, y'all. It's coming. We're going to have a lot of goodies on there. So maybe we will talk about it on that. But yeah, I agree with you, bro, man. Because we got a lot of people that came from the city.
Mm-hmm.
You know, we got Kevin Lyles. You know, the list can go on. It can go on.
But the thing for me, that the reason that it don't sit right with me is because a lot of people don't know, and especially these younger cats, Baltimore used to be the spot. Like North Avenue. Like, listen, don't Google North Avenue right now. But back in the day, but back in the day, yo, North Avenue was that spot. Red Fox used to frequent down there. He used to bring all the comedy cats down there. North Avenue used to be live.
Yeah. Just DMX. DMX came through Shoulders Love, man.
DMX. DMX lived here for a while, and I know he a New York cat, but he a Baltimore cat too. Because unlike others, he would just be walking down Park Heights. Like, it ain't nothing.
Yeah.
Dudes is like, yo, you. And he like, yo.
Yeah.
I mean, so, yeah.
But hey, maybe all it changed, man. Maybe us throwing it out in the universe, man. You never know.
This is Baltimore. I know. It ain't changing.
Well, you know, it's crazy because anybody outside of Baltimore, one of the things they say is, Baltimore, the wire. You know, Baltimore, crab cakes. You know what I mean? Baltimore, they might say Carmelo. You know, I guess they're the things that we're known for now. All is subject to change. Would you agree?
And listen, anything can change at any time. But yeah, for the most part, it used to be seafood. We used to be known for seafood, great seafood. But it's the wire. And ever since that show came out, every time I go somewhere or another state, or we're working somewhere else, they're like, where you from? I'm from Baltimore. Oh, you from the wire. I have friends from the military call me like, yo, you live in the wire. No, I live in Baltimore. Right. I don't live in the wire.
Right.
It's a TV show, even though it's real. But it's a TV show. But yeah, listen, we got a rich culture. We got a lot of things musically. You know what I mean? Musically.
Yeah. Club music,
bruh.
Yeah.
So, not to bring up the dirty foot again. It was 1990. I'm gonna say 5 or 6.
Mm-hmm.
1995 and 96. And this is how you tell everywhere around America's different. 95, 96, somewhere around there. We had the Dirty Foot, you know what I mean? And it was also a place you get food. So some people would come in there and just sit down and eat. It was like a little lounge. Sitting in there, and next thing you know, Follow Me comes on. Then people lost their damn minds. What is this? What is this? And it was the Baltimore cut of it. So they like, I ain't never heard the song. I'm like, bro, it's 1996. What you mean you ain't never heard the song?
Right.
So that just lets you know different places, different things.
Yeah. We definitely and eventually going to do a Baltimore episode. Just talk about the culture, all of the above, man. But the Dirty Foot, if y'all guys don't know what Hendo is talking about, we got an episode talking about it. Check out the episode, man. Check it out.
South Carolina.
Oh, yeah. And
Buford.
Lollipops, man, it's a wild episode, I'm telling you. Wait till you hear about the lollipop.
I cringe.
Yeah, man. We got some funny episodes, man.
That and Lil' Kim.
Yes. Man.
Pre-surgery.
Yeah.
Straight out of Brooklyn, Lil' Kim.
Yeah. Man, we got dudes sitting on counters playing eeny, meeny, mighty, mo with the feet.
At your favorite breakfast spot.
Yeah. So to find out what we talking about, check out these episodes. Man, check out my mixtapes, Disposable Entertainment 1 through 4 on SoundCloud. Misterr Galloway on SoundCloud. Check me out on IG. Check me out on TikTok. Man, check out the EP, Baltimore to ATL, out now. Check out the video. This is Hendo's favorite. He stands by it. You can ask him. He stands by it.
I do.
Yeah. So enough of my parting words. Any part words for you, bro?
Nah, just make sure y'all check out the episodes. Hit that like button. Subscribe. Turn on the notification bell. That's probably what it is. Y'all didn't hit the notification bell so you can be alerted when new episodes are uploaded. Do that.
Yes, absolutely. Every Friday at noon, we got something for you. So y'all check us out, man. Am I playing the Russell Simmons voice out? I'm going to do it this one last time. God bless and good night. Hey, Russell, holla at us, man. God bless. Good night. Russell Simmons voice.
Fuck.